maintaining tone, not contraction, just flaccid, like a jellyfish.
Flabby.
Flabby, exactly. Okay, everybody gets that? So we're still going to talk about more about that, all right? So the spinal nerves, we'll talk about it. So the plexus, they are network of networks of nerves, okay, around the vertebral column. So it's very important for us to understand the innervation, because knowing the innervation of a particular muscle can help. It can help to diagnose. Knowing innervation enables diagnosis of nerve, spinal cord, and brainstem injuries. Okay, so which means if you ask a patient that is just had stroke, has a problem in lifting the right hand, left hand, and the left leg, we have to know what part of the brain is involved. Okay, the right side of the brain controls the left side, and the left side of the brain controls the right side. So which means the problem is on the left. Does that make sense? Mm-hmm. All right. So very important. So the cranial nerves. All right. So let's fill up our cranial nerves right now. You see? Can I erase this?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. I gotta check what.
No.
So what is the definition of cranial nerves that we said? We're going to fill it up right now. Because part of the muscle innervation, since we're dealing with muscle right now, we have to talk about all the cranial nerves. Because they innervates the muscles of what? Or the structures of what? The cranial nerves supplies the structures at where?
The brain.
Huh?
The brain.
The cranial nerves supplies structures at what part of the body? What parts of the body?
Muscle?
I know they are muscles, but
The
where?
brain.
Where? Where?
Like eyes?
The head and
Yeah.
because here the structures, right? Okay. It supplies the head and the neck. All right. So now you just don't understand that it's not just the muscles. It's just the structures on the head and the neck. Okay, not just muscles alone. Since we're dealing with muscle right now, that's why we're referring to the muscle. Okay? Alright? So, let's go. We said they come out from the skull, they supply the structures of the head and the neck, except one that goes further down. What is that one? Which one of the 12 goes further down? Alright? Which one of the?
The hypoglossal.
That goes further down.
The vagus.
The vagus.
The vagus. Number
vagus.
10. Number 10.
The vagus number 10.
Number
Vagus
10.
number 10. The vagus number 10. All right. So I'm going to ask you to jump to. Remember I told you that a whole lot of these things, they are highly related. So let's jump to, I think chapter 14 is going to be probably the cranial nerves, autonomic nervous system, visceral processes. Okay, chapter 14, brain and cranial nerves.
Those going to be the 12 nerves.
Yeah. Just jump in there, we're going to come back.
Go further down.
Okay, the brain and the cranial nerves. Cranial nerves, where are you? 546? Okay, right. So, we said we have 12 of it. Cranial nerve 1. Oh, this is running out again. Cranial nerve 1 is what? You can see it where it's listed. From 543, you can actually see it all the way. Okay, or 545, it's all listed here. All right, cranial nerve 1 is olfactory, right? Are you guys on the page?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Cranial nerve 2,
Optic.
optic. 3,
Oculomotor.
oculomotor. Okay, 4 is trochlear. Okay, 5 is trigeminal. 5 is trigeminal. Okay, 6 is what? Abducens. 7 is facial. 8 vestibulocochlear.
Yeah.
You got it.
That one.
Vestibulocochlear. Okay, 9 is what?
Glossopharyngeal.
Glossopharyngeal. Geal. And 10 is vagus. Okay. 11 is accessory nerve. Accessory. And 12 is hypoglossal. Accessory. 12 is hypoglossal. All right, guys. Every one of you has to know cranial nerves. You have to know cranial nerves. Very important. Okay. When we get in there, we're going to talk about the functions of what they do. All right. You'll have to know cranial nerves. So, for instance, let's just talk about some of the functions of what they do. All right. The cranial nerve 1, olfactory, has to do with smell. Okay. Now, before we talk about some of the functions, the cranial nerves, some of them could just be, some cranial nerve could just be sensory. I'm going to explain what sensory means. It could just be motor. Okay, it could just be mix or both. Mix or both. Which means that's the type of signal they are carrying. Sensory signal, they are bringing in information. Sensory, bringing in information. Sensory nerves, they are bringing in information. Okay, bringing in information. Okay, while motor nerves are what? Carrying out an action. Carrying out an action. An action or information regarding an action. Information regarding an action. Okay? So mixed, which is both. Alright? So just bear in mind. Okay? Bear in mind about that. Alright, olfactory is smell. And there is a mnemonic through which you can know it. I think on that page it has one mnemonic. It says old pie, occasionally tries trigonometry and feels very gloomy, vague and hyperactive. Now again, when you go online, there are a lot of mnemonics, memory aid that is going to help you. Some are really, really bad. So I must warn you. Some are bad. Some is going to say, all those bad, well, whichever one you learn, just keep it to yourself. You understand what I'm saying? So just understand that. Also, go ahead.
Sorry, that mix or both goes with the information regarding an action?
No.
That's just separate, mix?
It's separate.
Okay, there you go.
Separate. Okay? Separate. Remember when I said, because they are nerves, they can be carrying information regarding sensory, which means they are bringing in information. It will also be they are carrying out an action or information regarding an action.
Okay.
Why both can carry both signals, same mix. So there is a mnemonic also for this. When we get there, we're going to talk about it. But since we are talking about muscles right now, we have to talk about it. Okay? At least to some extent. We have to talk about it to some extent. Okay? All right. So the cranial nerve 1, olfactory, has to do with what? Smell. It carries information regarding smell. 2, optic, is vision. 3 has to do with movement of the eye. All right. Okay, let's just put it that way. Okay? Movements are part of the muscles of the eye. All right? Same thing with the trochlea. Trigeminal supplies muscles of the face. Abducens, same thing. Part of it, facial, also supplies some of the muscles of the face, facial expression. I'm just running it. Don't worry. We're still gonna.
Oh,
No, I know. I'm just running it. Remember, we still have a chapter that is devoted. Chapter 14. Does that make sense?
Oh, okay.
Yeah. This is just intro, so don't worry too much. Right. So because when we get in there, we're
saying
gonna.
that we have to learn these really big
I know,
time, and you're like,
Yes. You have to know the names. You have to know the names. At least then you have to know what they do. Here's why. Particularly for those that are in RA, there's what we call head-to-toe assessment. Your head-to-toe assessment means you are checking your patient out. So if you want to check, for instance, a patient in neuro, if you are in neurology, Your patient is just recovering from stroke. Okay, you want to check if everything is fine. All right? Stick out your tongue, pop your cheeks. You are checking some of this.
Yeah. 'Cause they do pull.
Can you smell something? Okay, can you feel this and all that? Can you see 2 fingers, 3 fingers and all that? If I'm saying 2 fingers, 3 fingers, what am I checking?
The upper.
So that is why you have to know it. So it's not a matter of do I, or you know, because if you're going to get into your patient, you're going to know the status of your patient. Okay, because if I'm calling you on the phone, what is the status of the patient? You should be able to tell me, well, he's oriented, he's conscious, he's this, and what about the muscle action? Any power and all that, you should be able to tell me. That's not just something, that's just your basic assessment. That's all right, okay? All right. So just understand that. So vestibulocochlear, hearing, balance, glossopharyngeal has to do with tongue, vagus, regulating of the hearts, and breathing. Accessory helps to lift up the shoulder. Hypoglossal, part of swallowing. That's just a wrap up, okay? So let's just move on. We're still going to get into it, look into detail, what is it that they do. But just get the names, okay? All right. So the muscular system receives about 1.24 liters of blood per minute.